Make sure you turn if you got your YouTube channel open, go ahead and turn it off.
Yep, that's what I'm waiting for.
Me too. All right, I think we're live. Yep, we're live.
Cool.
Me too.
Okay. Turn the phone off.
All right, we got all the YouTube channels turned off. Here we go. Welcome everybody. I know we're getting a little slow start here. I know there's a lot of activity going on in the YouTube world today, but I want to thank y'all for coming. We have our guest today is Mountain Man Treasures Troy, and Lobster, which is Thrifty. He changed his name to Thrifty Lobster. I want to welcome. There's OBX Picker in the chat. Thank you for coming. Pat, the Nurse Flipper's in. Thank y'all for coming. I know it's going to be a little slow start, but that's okay. And so while we're doing this, why don't we start with you, Lobster, and introduce yourself for those that might not know who you are, which I doubt it. Welcome, Tommy.
It's a small world.
Yeah.
Well, I'm the redheaded stepchild of YouTube resellers, I guess. I don't know. My name is Robert. If you guys don't already know, I mean, it's probably been a couple years since I've even disclosed that, but I changed my name recently from Sparsumlik to Thrifty, which is the same meaning. Kind of made it easier for people to look me up. I have a YouTube channel that I like to do resale items and kind of DIY, kind of save money, kind of be thrifty. I sell on eBay. I've been selling on eBay for about 15 years now. Amazon about a year and a half now. Just started Macari. I used to sell a lot on Craigslist before, all the scamming used to take place. I don't do that as much. I do a lot on OfferUp. I'm starting to get into, I'm on a waiting list right now to get into storage auctions. So there's going to be a lot of content coming in with that. And we still haven't opened up the thrift stores over here in San Diego. I'm waiting. I'm itching. I drive by it every day. I'm like a little kid looking in the window. I see you in there. So, but yeah, we've been doing a lot of flips on OfferUp, believe it or not. So it's working out good for me.
Okay, I want to also welcome Janet, and Jennifer's in the house, and we also have Simply Dana. Welcome, Dana. All right, Troy, go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself.
I don't know if I'm as interesting as the Lobster, but I'm I guess about a year and a half into the reselling now, and started the YouTube channel in mid-December. We're up to, I don't know, we're pushing 830 subs right now, so that's really cool. It's starting to take off.
Wow.
And I'm enjoying it. I mean, I primarily sell on eBay. I've done some on Mercari. I tried Poshmark. It's just too needy for me. I can't be in there. In order to make it work, you have to constantly be babysitting it. And I can't I can list more on eBay in the time that I'm just sharing my stuff on Poshmark. So I abandoned Poshmark. And eBay's the primary thing. I sometimes sell on Facebook Marketplace, but our marketplace here is a little rough locally. So mostly eBay, and we're doing really well, and I'm excited about it. I've looked into getting into an antique mall here, but the waiting list is jam-packed. I'm on the list, but Lord knows when I'll actually get a call. But that'd be nice because then you can get some of the bigger stuff.
Right.
I sometimes see things and think that'd be great to listen to a booth. Somebody would pay $50 for that. I've got nothing to do with it. So waiting on that. Hopefully that's something that will take off and we can put that stuff on the YouTube. But right now it's garage sales, thrift stores. Montana's we've been doing fine with this pandemic apocalypse thing. I think we've got 22 cases statewide right now active. So
Yeah, I was reading that.
Yeah, you guys got like just 1 million people in the entire state, right, Troy?
Yeah, just over. We've pushed over now. We're on the verge, depending on the census. We may get another congressman in there, depending on how many people filled out this thing. But
that's wonderful.
Yeah,
wonderful.
Yeah, we've done real well. We have the lowest per capita rate in the country. So
social distancing is like the norm over there in Montana.
Oh yeah, 6 feet is too close.
Yeah,
Like,
right. You're like, bro, you need to be a couple miles away from me,
why are you telling them to stand 6 feet away from me? That's not cool.
right? I
Yeah.
mean, just think about it. Troy State has 1 million people in it, as the city of San Diego in California has 1.3 just in the city limits.
Wow,
That's crazy. That's
that is
crazy.
crazy.
I don't know why I know that stat, but
Yeah.
I definitely feel your pain on Posh though. That
It's
Posh, I
impressive,
tried
though.
Posh, and when I found out about that sharing deal on Posh, I'm like, I can't do this.
It
So on
works.
Posh,
It
you
works
have
if
to
you
keep
do it.
sharing your store.
Yeah, the way they have the store set up is you put all your stuff up there. People can look for it if they, just like on eBay, they search for North Face hoodie. They'll get a list of all the North Face hoodies. Well, in order to put yours up at the top of the list, you have to have just shared it. If you share it, it bumps it to the top of that search list. The longer you don't share, it ladders down. So you've got to constantly, multiple times a day, push it up to the top of the list. And
When I heard about that, I'm like, I can't be jumping in here 5 or 6 times a day and doing like 100 shares. I can't do this.
It worked. I mean, I was making sales when I was doing it. It just got to be like, man, I'm spending an hour a day sharing my items. It's so tedious. I think in order to make it work, you almost have to hire a virtual assistant. Hire somebody to do it for you.
So can you do it on your phone or strictly on the computer?
You can do it on your phone. There's an app on the phone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I want to welcome Sam. Where do you go? Dapper Tigers in the house. Thank you for showing up. All right, Larry. Share your.
I suppose I'm up, huh?
That's you. Go ahead.
It's you or your mustache. I'm not sure which is up. Whichever one of you wants to go first.
I feel left out with all this fur going on in here.
You're not a reseller. You don't have hair on your face.
Oh well.
I'm the George Michael 5 o'clocker.
I said that, if you're a reseller.
I can do push-ups. I've been told I should be able to do push-ups with this. So, yeah, I sell on eBay. I mean, I was gonna try Macari's, but I only put one item on there. Maybe a month ago. I haven't been back in there since, and that's pretty much all I'm doing now. I'm trying to get my listings up on eBay, and I do YouTube. I join out with the morning show and during the week, and with the bingo show we do on Tuesdays with Johnny and Victoria. We swap out weeks, so this is my week to do the bingo. So that's pretty much it. I might be starting to make YouTube videos for taking vacuum cleaners apart. I told
There
us
you go.
doing that.
Those how-to videos are awesome. I mean, they get a lot of views, believe it or not.
They're doing really well. When I started the how-to videos about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I've done really well. And what's amazing about it, I'm getting a lot of comments on how they didn't know because they thought they wasn't getting their coupon. Like this one I did Thursday on how to find and use your coupon that you get for your store. And I've gotten comments that they could not believe it because they thought they never got it, not knowing where to go get it.
Yeah. Because when me and James Kelly Picker were doing a show this morning, I was talking about that. I'm like, yeah, but I usually have to go to YouTube to find out how to take the stupid thing apart. And then I think he said, or somebody in the chat said, well, if you're going to do that, take it apart, learn how to take it apart, put it back together, and then make a YouTube take it apart again.
Yeah. That's one of my top rated videos is a car repair from back when I had a phone. Well, I still use my phone, but the lens was broken. The video is crap. It's crap video from start to finish. But it's my most watched video on how to put a clip in a fuel injection system for a Ford Expedition. And I was like, are you kidding me? And I didn't know how to do it. So I was like, well, maybe I should video on how I did it. And I did it after the fact that I had done it. So I was like, okay, people want to see it. So there you go. Yeah, it has nothing to do with resale.
I'll never forget my very first video when we had a problem with our washer. And I didn't know what was going on. So we looked it up on YouTube. I should go check it up on YouTube. They got something on it. Sure enough, and I ordered the part, took it apart, and fixed it. And it worked all the rest of the time. And still going strong as far as I know today. I want to welcome Joe Deals into the chat. Welcome. And then Victoria came in. So welcome, Victoria.
Yeah.
I want to make sure I keep up with everyone who's coming in the chat.
Yeah, because I just worked on pretty much working on taking vacuum cleaners apart and selling the parts. And they said, well,
Yeah.
why don't you make a video taking it apart before you put it online to sell it? I got enough vacuum cleaners because I go around and trash days. I just find them out in the trash when people are throwing them out.
Didn't you used to do that before, as far as when you first started selling vacuum parts?
Yeah, and then I stopped because I found they were long. I decided to get back into them.
Oh, okay.
I do that with TVs because in California, when you buy an electronic, you pay a CRV. It's like $5.
Mhm.
And as a recycler or a scrapper on the side, you can only turn in 2 TVs a year. So
Oh, wow.
one of the things
know
you
that.
see a lot on the street are televisions, and I'll pick them up, grab the cord, sell the cord for $20. I take out the Wi-Fi, I take out the power button, I take out the TCM cards, I take out all the cards inside, and I'll flip them on eBay. And you know, I have 3 TVs sitting in the garage. One of them needs backlights. One of them, you know, and they're 400, 300. You know, they're not very expensive TVs. But when one breaks in my house, I'm taking parts out and trying to make another. I'm Frankenstein the TV. Yeah.
I'll never
So
forget when we first moved here to Massachusetts. We had a TV that was in the moving truck, the company that moved our stuff. It was a large TV. It was one of the, I think, a 60-inch, 59-inch. Well, we went to set it up and it wasn't coming on correctly, and so we found out that it was completely trash. So we had to get rid of it, and it cost us, I want to say, $30 to $50 for the recycle it.
Yeah.
And we had a place that we can go to. So yeah, they're not cheap when you want to recycle them.
No.
I want to also welcome Flipping Biddies into the chat. Welcome.
Yeah, I got like 40. I got like 40 vacuums out in the garage that I found.
Oh wow.
Man.
If you're not doing anything with them yet, Larry, that's hoarding.
Yeah.
You're going to be on TLC pretty soon.
And that doesn't count for the stuff I got in the back room back here. I got like maybe 5 or 6 in the room back here.
And then poor Winnie the Pooh just stares at you the whole time you're on video. You know you won't sell it unless you list it, Larry.
Right.
I know, that's why I'm working. I already listed a bunch of Kirby parts yesterday.
All right, so I want to go over some things with everybody in the chat. I have a few new people that I haven't seen before that I just gave wrenches to. You all have wrenches. So what we do here on Saturdays, if this is your first time here, in the chat, we basically collaborate and network with each other. Go ahead and put your links of any special events you may have coming up. I know Jennifer's very quick at doing that, no matter whose chat she's in. So I want to thank her for doing that. But
She's the new BCP.
Yeah, I know. Feel free to put your links if you have a special event coming up or you have a special video coming out. Go ahead and put the links in the chat. If you haven't subscribed to someone before, look them up and see what kind of content they have. If you want to go ahead and subscribe to them, I want to thank everybody who's helped me so far from last week's show. I was at 249, and this week I finally hit yesterday 270. I'm sorry, I was at 349. Now I'm at 370 within a week.
Wow.
So
Nice.
I've been doing a new series on how to, if you're new to eBay, or even if you're not new to eBay, and there's some things you might not know about. So I've been doing these series 2 weeks now. It's on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I try to make sure I have it ready for a premiere between 9:15 and 9:45ish. And that way everybody can visit while I can chat with everybody in the chat. And if anybody has any comments or any ideas of something you might want to find out about, if you go and view those videos, feel free to leave me comments in those videos, and I'll be glad to do a video on that as far as on the next videos to come. Also, in the description below in this video, you'll have the links to Mountain Man Treasures and Lobster. Their links are in here as well. For every week that I do any of my guests, I'll put their link in the description box below the video, including Larry's channel and my channel, and all ways of how to contact us. In Larry's, he's got his eBay channel, a link for his eBay store. I have mine. I also have merch that just started coming out last week. I've been having some good sales on that. I have T-shirts and mugs that started going out last week. We're going to go with that. And then I do, I've been trying to rotate each week when I do a how-to, what's sold, and also how am I sourcing right now. And so I have all those videos ready to go. I'm just trying to alternate them because I don't want too many to come out at one time. I'm having more videos come out in a week, which is much better than what I did when I first started. Actually started November, Thanksgiving Day. Was my first video. And then I started eBay back in July the 24th. So I've been doing good with that. My best week so far was the first week in May, other than the fourth quarter. So that's been doing real well. And so anything anybody wants to talk about, chat about, questions, put it in the chat. If there's anything you want to know about either Troy, Larry, myself, or Robert, or the Lobster, go ahead and put questions in the chat and we'll be glad to answer them for you. This is about us just answering questions and collaborating and making sure you put your links in for anything you may have coming out this week. Let's see. What it says that he's going to should be grabbing a garage sale video dropping tomorrow at 10:15. Now, are you going to do that at Premiere or just draw?
Yeah, I've been doing mostly premieres. I've started doing those during the week. It's at 11:15 a.m. I have a radio show as the day job, and I get off at 11 Eastern, and so by 11:15 I can be on for 15 minutes or whatever and watch the premiere with folks.
Yeah, I've been watching the premiere.
Saturday I just drop a video because I'm out garage sailing. So I dropped I call them drive-by bolos. I dropped one of those this morning.
Oh, cool.
And then tomorrow I'll have I think a garage sale from last weekend put together. And then Monday night, I usually do Monday night shows. I've been doing interviews. I'm not going to do one this week. I'm taking it off, but I'm going to drop a garage sale video in its place this time.
Oh, okay. And what time do you usually do that show?
It's 8 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
It's been real good. I saw the Nurse Flippers in here. We had the Nurse Flipper on not too long ago.
Yeah, we watched that one. We usually stayed and watch it a little bit.
Yeah. I had Reagan from the Homeschool Hustlers on this last week. That's Kevin at Commonwealth Flipper. That's his daughter.
Yeah.
And, I had some glitches in this thing. I don't know what happened, but it was fantastic. We ended up raising, I think, $725 for St. Jude.
Right. He talked about it in his video, I think yesterday or day before yesterday. Yeah.
He's got that scrub top up that Bill bought and then gave back. I bid on it and I got up to about $110 and it's zoomed up to like 150 something now. It's past me.
Yeah.
Lobster's concentrating.
Yeah, he did it on his video. I think yesterday.
I was looking up my Amazon thing for Canada, and they're deactivating my books because they say they're too expensive. I'm like, they're $14. What are you talking about?
Who's deactivating? Amazon?
Amazon is, yeah. And I just went through and scrubbed through all my inventory the other day, and I took off everything from Canada, and I only kept like one item. And for some reason, it keeps regenerating back over. And then I get these emails, and what's that?
Is that only the items you have listed for
Canada? It's whenever you list on Amazon.com, you have the option to integrate to Amazon.ca.com. Because of shipping, I only do like certain items.
Oh, okay.
It costs quite a bit for the consumer, and when they see that, they're gonna I'm not gonna pay this amount in addition to your product. So I try to keep it fair, but Amazon keeps transferring it over, and I have to go back in and delete that product because it doesn't make sense to send it to Canada for $50 Canadian when the item is like 17 or whatever. So anyway,
I want to welcome Mel. That's Pennsylvania reseller. Mel just came in the chat. I just gave you a wrench, Mel. If you want to put any links for your chats or your videos or anything you have coming up, go ahead and put it in the chat. And also, I'm looking for anyone who may be interested. I am listing right now, looking for, guests, but I am booked now till July the 4th. I have one opening. One is not a complete confirmation on the 4th of July, but I am booked the whole month of June. So anyone who is interested and would like to become a guest or would like to share your knowledge and or anything on our chat, feel free to give me an email. Send me a message through Facebook or Instagram. All that information is in the description box below the video. And let me know when would you be available and when you would like to come on. We'd be honored to have you. And so just let me know if you, and when you're available. How are things going in your area, Troy, as far as when did they say anything yet on as far as the phases of when y'all might start opening up?
Yeah, well, we've been our thrift stores have been open for, I don't know, 3 weeks now. Well, some of them, the Goodwill opened a while back, the local thrift store opened a couple weeks ago. My church thrift isn't open yet. We just started seeing garage sales last weekend. People finally started feeling a little comfortable. I think we had a handful today. I think it's opening up. We're going into phase 2 on the 1st. So, like I said, our state's doing real well. I anticipate we'll see a bump, but I think we're doing all right. We're doing a lot better than most places, certainly. So
over here, they're still in phase 1, but phase 2 will start June 1st as well here. Yesterday was our first area estate sale, but I hadn't seen any garage sales. But I did see on the highway, while I'm going up and down the street, you'll see this one that has every year she has a garage sale. So she started with like a table in her yard.
Yeah.
But they are making it to where you still wear your mask 6 feet apart. No more than 10 people if you have an estate sale. So it was really nice yesterday to get out and see that for the first time yesterday. Of course, wearing the gloves, the masks, staying 6 feet apart, only 10 people in the house. It was a lot easier to get in and get out of there because I did the whole thing in 20 minutes. So it was a little uneasy for me to do it for the first time like that, but I was at ease when I noticed there wasn't a lot of people in the house like usual. I guess that's gonna be our new norm now.
I don't know. I went to one here today. I went to a garage sale today where I ended up just having to get out. Not because I was worried about just the health situation, just there were so many people in a real tight space. And I was like, man, I'm claustrophobic. So I grabbed the stuff I needed to get. And I know I left stuff behind, but I made money. I bought a whole Folgers can full of Craftsman tools and stuff.
Oh, wow.
I got out.
Cool.
So
yeah, when I was at that estate sale, they had two sheds in the backyard. They kept saying you can go look back there. I said, nah, there was too many people going back there. And I don't feel that comfortable going back there. So I just stayed in the house, did what I had to do.
I think the whole thing is gonna rewire us all to approach things differently.
Well, there's a lot of us already. We're already self-conscious about being germaphobe.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be a little bit more of a natural now, because there's still people that will not wear a mask. There are still people that won't wear gloves. But I still use the gloves, the hand wipes, the sanitizer, everything. I want to stay safe. So whatever it takes for me to continuously do that, I will. Or however long it takes.
It probably forces you to be a little bit more selective too, because you're not looking as long. You're looking, it's sort of more targeted searching.
Right.
So maybe saves on the death pile a little bit.
Which is fine, because yesterday I went, before I even decided to go, I knew it was 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. I said, oh, let me look at my app. So I looked at the app, and sure enough, there was one, and they had a whole bunch of pictures. And so I already knew in my mind what I wanted, what I was looking for when I got there. And sure enough, I got everything I wanted and got out. So that's the best thing to do, is have a plan when you go in like that, especially when it's something that's got pictures on the website.
Yeah. I was thinking about that too. When you go thrifting and everything, I like to pick up everything and check it out and look at it and see if it works. Now I'm going to be a little selective on what I touch. And if I do, I'm going to probably carry my sanitizer with me or wear my gloves or whatever the case may be. Try not to pick my nose.
Well, the biggest thing now is I'm still, when I'm buying stuff, I always make sure I have things that are still new in the box, never been opened, kind of thing. Right. That way I can continuously clean out and sanitize the outside of the containers.
Right.
But I still wear my gloves regardless. Even when I go to Walmart, the grocery store, wherever, I'm still doing it. So it's just some of the new norms now.
Yeah.
Tommy says,
has eBay dropped down for you guys? I feel like in the last week and a half, 2 weeks, my numbers have gone sort of pre-pandemic levels. Like April was crazy for me. And now I was looking at them last weekend going, what happened? And then kind of reflected. I'm like, well, this is what it was 2 months ago. They dropped back down to more normal levels, at least for me.
I noticed this week my sales are starting to be before.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think that is.
I think historically, though. Oh, sorry, Johnny. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. What you were saying?
I was going to say historically, though, like Q2 is usually kind of like a spike in revenue because of the fact you've got tax returns. And then with the pandemic adding to it with the stimulus, incentives, that's really spiked a lot. It's kind of like false data, but historically it's always been an increase, and then it comes down and then it plateaus during the summer and then it picks back up again towards the fourth quarter. So, I mean, it's now that we're still kind of wanting to open up the nation and everything like that, people are going to want to get out. People are going to be hesitant of wanting to, interact with society. They're going to stay home. They're still going to shop. So I think we're going to see just a little bit of an increase on sales come the summer months. So
yeah. Well, for me, I find it's the same as what it was before this all started. But during this whole epidemic, I definitely had an increase in sales. I want to say since after the fourth quarter, my sales were pretty leveled. And then all of a sudden, I want to say in April, it was almost like my first quarter that I started. But then all of a sudden it peaked. And now it's starting to flatten again. So I have a feeling it has to do with the summer coming. Plus, I saw a lot of people on the road today for it being the Memorial Day weekend. So if people are still going to get out, which the governor kept saying, for them to stop clustering in more than 10 people and still wear your gloves, wear a mask and all that stuff. But they're not going to listen. You got people out there that don't even care. I think our thrift shops here might start opening, I think, in the second phase. I think. I know our antique booths are going to open. Our shops are going to open on June the 1st. So,
no, I have no idea what phase we're in. I haven't been paying attention to the news about it.
Well, aren't your thrift shops not open in your area, Larry?
No, they've been closed for a while. I don't know when they're going to reopen.
Tommy says people who have never shopped online before are now hooked on it. Older folks are loving it, and now they are having it done and having had credit cards stolen like that they feared.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of new 0, 1, 2 buyers. I'm seeing a lot of brand new buyers that just created an account. Yeah. I usually get that anyway, just because I have weird one-off stuff that somebody found on a Google search or whatever. But I've seen a definite uptick in new buyers.
Welcome, Dan, to the chat. Eagle Heart sales are in the chat. Welcome.
Destiny's in the chat.
Oh, I see her. Yeah. Welcome, Destiny.
I see Mel. Mel's in the chat.
Oh, this chat's going fast. Trying to keep up. Yeah, I think I got everybody.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I've been thrifting lately is by auctions. That way I don't have to go out of the house.
Yeah, the funniest thing is Cincinnati Picker John, he's been having this where he puts the stuff that he gets from his auctions in the garage sale, the storage lockers on Tuesday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I'm at my computer waiting before 2 o'clock, refreshing that website. Tuesday, I finally got to get in. And a Wednesday. And I had 3 things I wanted. By the time I went to check out, 2 of those were already sold. So I was lucky to get one of them. They go so fast.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, the guy's got 100,000 subscribers. So the competition's a little serious.
Well, I'm glad I got at least one jewelry boxes up for $60 because it had a good bit of stuff in it. So I picked the top 3 that I wanted. And when I went to check out, at least I got one of them. So I'm happy for that.
Yeah, he's come a long way, man. 100,000 subscribers. That's crazy. Because I think Rally Roots is at 148, and you got he's up there. So he's done well for himself.
Yes, and I love his videos. I love his content. He's just a genuine person, and I like. And that's one of the first ones I started watching when I first started getting into before I got into YouTube, much less eBay.
Well, and he's still going and buying stuff at garage sales, right? I mean, it's nice to watch. I enjoy all those guys, but sometimes I'm like, you know what? People are going to throw stuff at me, but sometimes Lonnie, I'm like, you know what? I don't feel like watching your video today, man, because you just bought a whole storage locker from your guy. It's cool stuff to look at, but that doesn't help me, right?
Right.
As much as watching somebody go to a garage sale and sift through tables. This is just new inbox Batman stuff that I'm never going to find.
Yeah.
So sometimes I think that's why John does so well, because he's going to garage sales and he's buying stuff like you and me.
Well, he was really, it was nice for him to finally get those 3 storage sheds that he got, the storage lockers. And he's letting people go through it and making offers just so he can get rid of it. It's not like him making the money because he wants to make the money. He just wants to get rid of it because he's got so much of it.
Yeah.
It's amazing what's in those storage lockers.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
see the message from Dapper Tiger about his wife? I guess it was a false alarm this morning.
Where at? Let's see. Doing okay.
Yes,
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Yeah, I was watching Grimes Finds yesterday. He bought a locker with a safe in it. I don't know if you guys have seen that one.
I heard a clip about it. I was watching somebody's video yesterday, I think it was. There was somebody on a chat with talking about that, but they didn't want to give out the details. But they did talk about it.
Well, the end result, they end up beating the hell out of the safe. And I was like, this is a typical jarhead move. I mean, I love Justin. I think he's great. He's a former Marine too, but
Right.
I think I could have done it a little bit safer. But if you get a chance to watch it, it's like somebody's gonna get hurt. But yeah,
Well, you know, what's his name? Locker Nuts. He does the same thing.
yeah. I'm looking forward to. I was at the beginning of the year. I had a storage over there at the A1 here. It was on the second floor. It was a 10 by 24, I think it was. It was empty. I was paying like monthly, waiting for the auctions, and then this little issue happened, and then I ended up, closing it out. But they're getting ready to gear up here in June to do the auctions again. I'm looking forward to it.
But then you get contact with them as far as for when they come up or something. They called you or something.
Yeah, they send you an email. They send you an email with the schedule, and then you just go on the day that they have it at that facility. So
Right. So anything
So
that anybody
Lobster, when you're doing this little deal here, is that a symbol for anything for you?
that's like hang loose shaka, bro. That's a Hawaiian,
Okay, I'm sorry I asked.
Shit.
Well, you won't know unless you ask.
Yeah. It's like hang loose. Life is good.
That's right. Is Callie okay today, James? Larry, have you heard from James yet?
Cali Picker.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, because I haven't heard from him today. I haven't seen him in any of the chats or anything this morning.
I mean, well, other since we had our little show this morning, I haven't. Well, yeah, he did. He posted something in our chat there. He was wearing a mask.
Mask. I saw that one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the last. Well, he was in. He was in an auction chat, but before I came on here.
Thank you, Kat. Have a good day.
Yeah.
The nurse flipper.
Yeah, she's gonna go buy another barn.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure. buy some property, or I don't know.
She said she's going to take a nap. See y'all later. Well, thank you, Kat.
I think she sources while she sleeps, to be honest.
I think so too. I watched her video yesterday and it was like, girl, I don't know how you do it. She said, stops the rumors.
No.
I still got to get your picture out to you, Kat. I haven't forgotten you yet. I'll get it out.
She's sleepy. Yeah, she does a long day of work on everything she does. Larry's live 10 to 15 minutes from me. Oh, Larry lives.
Yeah, from Mel, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I went to go visit her 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been seeing some of her videos that she's been putting out.
Yeah, but she can't go live.
I know she had something happen to something. They took one of her videos down or something.
No matter what happens, apparently there's somebody against her and they keep flagging her. So no matter what she does, she'll go on live for like 5 or 10 minutes and then YouTube will take it right out.
Wow.
Yeah, so somebody doesn't like her and they're flagging her YouTube channel.
Oh. That sucks.
I've never heard of that before.
No, I haven't either. But I noticed the other day she was doing a video and all of a sudden it went off.
Yeah.
They shut her down.
Now she can go on somebody else's and do something, but she can't be on her own.
Wow. That's interesting.
I wonder if YouTube can do something with that. You would think YouTube would be able to see it's the same person, or
Oh, whoever. Right.
Yeah, you'd think
She
support.
tried her phone and she got booed from the phone because I think somebody said you had to have so many subs before you can use your phone. So
You
she
have to
went
have
on the computer, and the same thing happened when she was on the computer.
Yeah, because I don't think you can do anything on your phone until what, 1,000?
Yeah, when you get 1,000, you can go live on your phone.
Your phone, but you can't do it until you get 1,000.
There's an app though. There's a couple apps out there you can actually use. I experimented with it and made a video on it. It's it can be
And the
done.
link, if you get the link for it, put it in the chat. Oh, Robert.
I don't want to get anybody in trouble.
Oh, okay.
But it's called Prism,
Oh, okay.
so you can look that up. I don't want
Yeah,
to
I think
cause.
there are. I have heard that there are a couple that you can
Yeah.
like second party.
And I tried it and it works. I mean, I
Yeah.
wasn't gonna continue with it, but I wanted to see if it worked.
Right.
Just wanted
I know.
So Mel
ridiculous video.
got with Destiny on trying to fix the YouTube channel, and they thought they had things fixed because they had it, content not made for kids. That button is clicked. They thought they had everything good, so she tried to go on again, and bam! 5 minutes later, the video got erased.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is. Welcome, Maria.
And it's actually driving her nuts because she wants to do some auctions and she can't do them.
Yeah.
Right.
Is she in here?
Yeah, she's in here.
Mel's in here.
This is who we talk.
Shoot me a note. We'll put you on my channel. I know it ain't the same, but we'll do a live. I do live every Monday night, so we'll do something.
Troy, that's who this is. Castlevania Reseller.
Yeah,
That's who we're talking about.
we can come on Monday night for sure. Not this Monday. I'm not doing one, but
Yeah, I wanted to send me a message when she is available so I can get her on the chats on Saturday.
Yeah,
she-
Tommy's message.
I think Tommy mentioned the one that I'd heard of, Streamlabs. That's the one that I'd heard of.
Yeah, and there's some other ones.
Yeah, I saw somebody put something earlier too. Where was it?
Now she even tried Streamlab, and Streamlab didn't work.
I wonder if it's had anything to do with her settings, maybe. I don't know. I don't understand that sometimes, but it's hard to keep up with myself, much less something else. Well, I try to keep myself on a schedule because then I got to make sure I try to do my two daily how-to videos Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I try to get those done before Tuesdays and Thursdays. That way it's ready for me to edit and have it ready to go on those 2 days. And then I have my weekly videos plus the bingo on Tuesdays, and then of course the live on Fridays, Saturdays. Mel, why don't you let me know when you're available? We'll even have you on Saturday.
We'll put her all over out there.
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
We'll put her all over out there.
Yeah.
Everybody will have her on.
Yeah, because the other day she had a video she did on her haul of what she had to put for her auction, and she has a lot of stuff. I want to say what was the biggest thing she had was trying to think of the name of that stuff she has. It's cards.
Like tarot card?
Magic card?
No, Mel, what was the type of cards you had that you were showing off the other day? Some kids.
Yeah, she gets storage lockers is what she gets.
She buys storage lockers, and she had those garbage patch kids or pail kids.
Garbage pail kids, yeah.
Yeah, she has a lot of those.
Those
and
are
she
good.
was putting those up in auction, but they cut her video off. She did like a little thing of like a preview of what she had to offer, and she went to start doing her video, and it stopped.
Yeah, she said, no, I figured out Streamlabs, and a certain person I know kicked me off. I know for a fact.
I don't understand how they can kick people off though. I don't understand how they have that authority.
Wow.
Especially when she started going live already. We got enough people in this community. Somebody's gonna find out for you, boom. They're gonna help you.
Yeah, she has a lot of stuff to auction. When I was out there, she had a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Also, you might want to get in touch with Anthony or Nate. They're gonna start doing their auctions twice a month now. They have one going on today, but they have it twice a month now. And they always have guests come on as they do their auction. So maybe you can get them to get you on one of their auctions.
And I know Tiffany.
I'm always
Tiffany's cool
available.
finds. Tiffany does auctions too.
As long as I'm not
Yeah.
doing treatments, garbage pail kids. Okay. She's always available.
Okay. Well, I'll do you have your email or something? You can send me your message, and I'll put you on the calendar. So how's the house coming out for you, Lobster?
It's bare.
It's bad.
Settled in.
$6,700 later, and it's still bare.
Welcome, Mara.
It's unbelievable, man. There's no stimulus check can stimulate the lobster right now.
Yeah, you
know,
need something on that wall there.
Donald Trump personally gave me $1,200, gave my wife $1,200, and I didn't even feel it. It wasn't even a poke. It wasn't even a poke from the pocket. I was like, where did it go?
Not even a clip from the claw, huh?
No, but I've managed to just be frugal, hence the word thrifty. And, we're slowly doing it, trying to get things rolling. And I went back to work last night, and I think they're going to open up on Monday, 7 days a week for takeout only. And I don't know, last night's atmosphere got me thinking the regulars are coming into the restaurant and they're just sitting around. I'm like, there's no distance being practiced. Everyone's just kind of hanging out and laughing and smoking and joking. I'm like, oh man, because that Netflix series that came out with the How to Survive the Pandemic or whatever the hell that was, and they did a comparison to the 1918 spread, and then they talked about St. Louis, and then they talked about I think it was Philadelphia or something, where the two cities, one of them closed down completely, and they had a plateau of numbers, and then one of them closed down and then reopened, and then there was a spike in casualties. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen over here in California. People are just like eager to get out, and the East Coast is opening up, and I don't know, just.
Well, they're talking about here in Massachusetts, Boston. They're talking about Boston going to have their own opening and different from the rest of the state.
Yeah,
because that's where most of it started when they had that what was it again? Some kind of biotech conference in Boston, and there was a lot of nurses and doctors there, and that's why the majority of them got started.
Yeah, they've been talking down here. They're like, well, why is half the state open? Why is the northern part of California open? Why isn't Southern California? Because there's more people down here, you morons.
I want to welcome Colton and Courtney's in the house, Redneck Resale. If y'all haven't seen their videos and y'all want to have a good laugh, check out their videos. They're getting very creative in their videos that they've been doing, including Courtney. You should be able to build your own channel. Yeah, that's right. So how are things in your area as far as thrifting and stuff? Are you able to thrift or anything right now? Lobster?
No.
Everything's still closed down?
Yeah, all the stores are closed. I mean, I can go to Walmart. Where we live now is like a super Walmart. Okay. So I'm eager to go there. I stopped by there last night on the way home from work. I was on Candace's channel over there at what is their channel called? Your Best or whatever it's called. Something like that.
The Best by You.
Yeah, something like that. And I swung by the Walmart thinking I could squeeze in there, and check out the clearance aisle. I actually have an aisle now. I used to be very envious of resellers when they walk into the Walmart and they got aisles of clearance. Before at the other one that I was at, it was just an end cap. And I was like, man, I feel neglected over here. But and I've picked up a few things from there. And I like when I go shopping for the house or whatever, I like to find some things that I can recoup from that transaction that will pay for the whole thing. And that's how I roll when I shop. But yeah, that's the only thing I can do.
And everybody can sub to Mel if you would.
Yeah, something happened. Let's see where what was that. Something happened where she lost all her subs.
Yeah, I've lost like 10 subs in the last week. I don't know what's going on. I feel like I got a YouTube channel enema or something.
I'm trying to find where it went. That's one thing about this chat. When it bounces, it bounces. It's hard to find it again.
It goes quick. The StreamYard thing is
It does.
follow. It's tough to have a conversation and follow the chat. It really, really is.
That's why I'm letting y'all talk, and I'm watching the chat.
I started on my lives a couple of weeks ago. My wife started running on a separate laptop, and she runs the chat and puts the stuff up on and everything. Otherwise, I can't look back and forth, or you get like 20 minutes behind.
Hint, hint, Robert. My husband's downstairs watching. I might have to get him to start doing the chat with me.
It actually turns out it works pretty well as long as you're both logged in as the host. You can still get in and control the comments, and it actually works really well. And then I'm surprised it pops up on the screen.
So will I be able to do live stream on 2 computers? Is what you're saying?
Yeah, and I can even I'll see her
send him the link,
and I can actually send him the link. Say it again.
So I'd have to send him the link, or I'd have to be logged on in my account as well on the second computer.
You just log in on the second computer, just like you were logging in on the first one.
Oh, okay.
It sends you a code
to
your email, and then they just have to punch in that code, and then you have 2 computers logged in as the host.
Okay, then I'm going to try that for next week.
Yeah, it works so much slicker than I don't have to worry about the side panel.
Because he's usually watching the chat, and when I'm downstairs in the basement, he's upstairs in the main room watching it on the TV. So yeah, we'll have to try that.
Yeah, she asked me, "Do you want to try this?" And I thought, yeah, let's see if StreamYard lets us do it.
Yeah, because when this chat's gone, it's gone.
Yeah. No, it works. It works real slick.
And I'm trying to compete and keep up with the chat and keep up with keeping the conversation going on with y'all, and it's not easy. But it's a good thing because that means because we're averaging 58 to 115 live visits on each chat, on each live.
Mm-hmm.
So it's getting there. Let's see if I missed anybody. I don't think
Chris just came in.
I'm looking.
Old school picker.
I don't see him. Oh, because I'm not at the bottom of the chat. That's why. Welcome, Chris.
That could be a reason why you don't see him.
Mara, is Mara still in the chat?
I don't know.
Welcome, Brad. Mara, you still in the chat? Just tell me you're in the chat. Say yes.
I'm
No
Brad.
Money G in the house. Okay, Mara, I just want to let you know I have your address from the bingo games and when you fill out your prize winning form. And I already mailed out all the winners this week for the Tuesday night bingo, so you should be getting it anytime soon, or hopefully within the next week. But they all prizes have been mailed, including Dana's and yours.
Including Dana, yeah.
But Dana won first or second time, I think it was, or it might have been her. Mara and Dana won, I think, on the same game.
Yeah.
So I'll make sure I get all the prizes. Let's see. She says she's not sure. That's to like to mess with anyone, but to keep on. I don't know. Yeah, she's having some issues with her channel. So everybody in the chat, if you don't mind, go ahead and subscribe to Mel, which is let me highlight her name. This is her name right here. It's Pennsylvania Reseller. Let's show her some support and love and get her back to her subscribers that she needs to get her back on her feet.
Yeah, Jennifer put her link in earlier.
Thank you, Jennifer. I don't like hearing that about what happens when things like that happen, but there's got to be something going on with that.
Yeah,
we'll get you back up there. I'll have to check and see, make sure I'm still subscribed to you.
Yeah, I was still subbed. They didn't remove me yet.
Yeah, every now and then I have to check because when I'm on certain chats this last couple of weeks, I've noticed like the main ones I watch every week, some of them are unsubscribed. So I have to go back and subscribe again.
Yeah. Well, I haven't met one that I haven't been subscribed to that I didn't unsubscribe from because I just didn't want to watch them anymore.
Well, what I did was last week I went through my list because I had so many that when I want to subscribe to somebody, I want to watch the rest of their videos. It would tell me that I don't have enough subscribers to subscribe to more because I had too many that I was subscribed to.
Yeah.
I don't understand how that is possible. But yeah, so I had to go through my list, and anybody who didn't have content or just had some type of playlist with music or whatever on them, I just took them off just to get my numbers back down, because there was some videos that I want to watch, and I don't. Yeah, I cleared. I had to clean house.
So that's why you're not subbed to me anymore. Is that right, John?
No, it's up to you. That content, I watch you. I get your notifications because I make sure I put the 3 bell, all the notifications on all videos. That way I get the notifications, and I have it set up for like 30 minutes prior and then 10 minutes before.
Okay.
That way, if I'm on my phone, I watch it on my phone. If not, I'm on a computer or whatever, I watch on there. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, to be honest with you, when y'all up at 9, 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night with these shows, I'm already in bed, so that's why you don't see me in those chats.
Oh, I am too. I miss a lot of stuff. I mean, I'm at work at 5 in the morning, so
Right.
I go to bed pretty early.
4:30 comes early in the morning for me, so yeah.
Yeah.
By 7:30, 8 o'clock, I'm already headed to bed just to relax and wind down for the night. And then, of course, if I'm up there, I got the tube on. We'll watch whatever's on, but yeah, depends on what's going on.
I see Swamp Picker just showed up.
Welcome, Swamp Picker. Let me sure I didn't miss
So
anybody.
you want a preview of what my next video is going to be on?
Sure, let's
So
see.
how about getting
Let's hear
some
it.
stuff on that wall first before you make a video?
I know, right? That's my death pile right now. I've done wiped out probably half of that stuff from when we moved. Sending it to the curb, as much as it killed me. I mean, that's a hoarder's worst nightmare. I had to watch Hoarders on Netflix just to get over that like anxiety I was having. I was like, there's so much money being put out to the curb. But it was so refreshing each time I'd come back from the house or from the storage unit to see it disappear. I drove by it like a week ago, the old house, just to see if all that stuff was still out there, and it was gone. I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. Like it just disappeared.
That's what the first quarter in New Orleans. If you want to get rid of something, you just want to put it out the side of the road. Don't blink your eye. Just walk away one step. And somebody's
It's like little trolls, like stick their hand out from under the ground and grab it.
Exactly. I've put out old sofas on the street from some of the places I clean, and the minute you turn around to go back inside to get something else,
it's gone.
Yeah,
It's gone. You know, I used to do like free curb alerts on OfferUp, and it would go quick, right? But it goes quicker if you don't do anything. You just take it out to the curb, and it's like the social norm of like, it's yours if you take it.
My dad told me one day,
I actually was making a video and I deleted it of scolding a woman who came and grabbed a bunch of stuff, and she lived in the area. She took a bunch of things and she took it with her. And I was excited. I was like, yeah, all right, the pile's getting lower. Then she came back and brought it back to the pile. I went outside the door like a raging bull. I said, that is not something you do. You do not do that. Once you take from the pile, you do not return to the pile. I think she had a mental disability, and I was like really hard on myself.
oh my God.
I was like, oh my God. My wife was yelling at me, saying, you can't talk to her like that. I'm like, I don't care. What you take from the pile, you do not bring back to the pile.
It's like making change in the offering plate. You just don't do it.
Right?
No,
Yeah,
just
you don't do it.
my dad was working on a washing machine in his driveway one day, and he just went to go pick another piece of tool or something out to work on it. When he came back, a truck had backed into his driveway and I picked it up. He said, what are you doing, dude? He said, that's my washing machine, but you have it on the side of the road. He said, no, I don't. It's in my driveway. Get your hands off of it. Yeah, it's like, wow. People have
Robert,
balls
that's a
these
video
days.
for you, man. I say you set up a camera on the corner on your stuff, and you just show the clips of the stuff disappearing and people taking it.
Yeah, like in a time lapse, right?
I'd watch it.
With a nice little jingle.
Just time lapse it and watch everybody come up and take all your stuff away.
Yeah. So what's the clip you're going to show us, Robert?
What I'm going to do is with that sofa I was telling you about that I bought for the kids. It's got a little bit of an issue with one of the arms, so I'm going to do a how to fix, the metal or the wood framing in the sofa, because it's Italian leather. I mean, I couldn't pass it up, so I'm going to try to see if I can fix it. I'm going to go in from underneath and try to modify it from within, because you're not going to see whatever I do as long as it's not noticeable. But
Right. And plus, it's for your kids too. So,
and if it doesn't work, I guess you're going to watch me gut it out and take all that leather off, make a bench or something out of the material. I don't know yet.
we make it something else.
You see Old School Picker's comment? He talked about he unsubbed from somebody.
I'm looking. Hold on.
Oh yeah, I was following people for years, and then the guy started talking trash.
He started talking about trash with big channels.
Oh, I see
Yeah.
it. Okay. Go following the guy for years, and he started talking trash about everything else. Bigger channels, nope. I hear that,
Yeah.
and you hear that a lot.
There's no call for that.
No, there is none. But the bad thing about it, when some of them get so big like that, they don't care anymore. You know, they just think that they got it, and they made it, and they don't care about the rest of them. And that's not right. We all coming up the same way, doing it the same way. Everybody does have their own different ways, but I mean that's how we learn.
Yeah.
Everybody finds something different than what another person might find in a different region of the states. Oh, let's see. Jeopardy is ruling this space.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll go around and start asking if you have anything special going on this week, any special events, special videos, or anything coming out. We'll start with you, Troy.
I don't know. I don't know if I have anything special this week other than, I mean, we've been putting out daily content for about 3 weeks now. I'm getting better at making shorter, 10, 15 minute. I think that's looking at my analytics. People stick around about that long.
Mhm.
So no sense doing videos longer than that. If, I don't want to make a 25, 30-minute video if you're going to stick here for 11 minutes.
Right. Exactly.
So I'm trying to keep my videos about 15 minutes. And so far it's been working. I got garage sale footage, which I think will be good because a lot of people are just itching to go. So, so it's nice to at least watch somebody else go. So doing those, I've started doing my what solds on Wednesdays just because I like alliteration. So I'm doing what sold Wednesday. And so, I mean, just kind of the normal schedule coming up, but it'll be good. We drop stuff in the morning. It's usually premieres, so I can chat with folks while it's going on, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm enjoying those. I just started doing those recently, and it seems to be working not only with my numbers but also with my subs. But I like the idea you can chat with them while it's going on, and if they had any questions or comments, that you can answer them right then and there. And I like that.
Yeah, it's nice, and then I can point out like, oh yeah, by the way, that already sold, and that sold for this much, and it's kind of nice. And then when people rewatch it, they have that option to turn the live chat on, so they can watch as it as the chat comes through, so they get that information too.
I like that feature too. The only thing a thing I need to learn, I guess, or practice is a lot of y'all do the videos where y'all do the clips in the video when you're doing it. I don't know how to do that yet, so I need to start looking into that. That was one of the things I want to start doing. Because
I'm learning as I go. I mean, just like anything else, just like eBay, just like you learn as you do it, And so I'm slowly buying better stuff. I've got a gimbal coming next week for when I use my cell phone, it's not all shaky. So I've got that coming. It's just buying little bits at a time. I've got a ring light. Pretty soon I'll have a box light. It's just buying stuff as I can.
Right. Yeah, that's what I use when I'm sourcing. I use the body strap instead of the clip for your backpack. That way I can wear it over or under my shirt, and then I can have the camera out and then adjust it the way I need to.
Okay.
I found that works because you can also pull it up higher if you want a higher view instead of a lower view. So I like that. So I've been using that. Or I use a tripod.
Oh, apparently
I like using the GoPro when I go out. It's just my sound isn't great. I've got an older, it's a Hero 5.
Oh, okay.
Like Calvin at the Kelly Hustle has the same thing, and his sounds great. So it might just be the placement instead of being on the track. Maybe I need it in the middle.
Some of them have a video camera mic that they add to it too.
Yeah,
I have the GoPro Black 8 Black.
Okay.
Apparently, Mel found out who's messing with her video. She's just waiting on YouTube verification.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm trying to keep up with the chat, and I saw she did say something. I'm trying to find it again. Oh, here we go. Let's see. I was told who was telling it to go and threw it to the grapevine and was waiting for YouTube to verify it and having the side show face yesterday.
Wow. That's good.
I heard about people doing that. I go back and watch the chat and sort of support them on the cutoff as well. Yeah, the thing I like about the premieres is that at least, and it took me a while to figure out how to do it because I started setting some up and then it wasn't coming on, and I figured out what I was doing wrong. So I guess playing around with the apps and things like that is how we're going to learn. That's how I do it anyway. That's why I started doing these how-to videos because I'm in the chat and talking a lot. I hear things like, "Oh, I don't know how to do this or that," and so that gives me ideas. Or somebody gives me an idea of what they want to know about, and then I do the video. And I always talk about how it's something that I've learned or researched. I'm not saying I'm a pro at it, but this is what I've learned. So that kind of helps some people. My biggest one was this Thursday when I did the one on how to find your coupon and use it.
Okay.
I've got a lot of comments coming back saying that they didn't know and they thought they never got their coupon, that eBay wasn't sending it to them. They just didn't know where to find it. And so now they're able to use it. Like I told them, if you don't use it, you lose it. And you can only get it every quarter, so you have to use it within that time frame.
And they hide that thing. They don't make that easy to find.
No,
No,
they don't. And look, when I first found out, I had to call to find out why, because I changed in October from a basic store to a premier store. And so I had to call and find out, where do I find this coupon? Y'all told me I get one. It's going to be $25 for the beginning of it, and I'll get another one in the last quarter. So, but I can't find it. And so they directed me to it. And so that's how I find it every month. And so that's why I did that video, because a lot of people don't know that you got to search for it. Mm-hmm. It's not something, oh, here's your coupon. Here's your email. Yeah. But yeah, that's one thing about eBay and all the different platforms. If you don't, like, I'll do, like in the mornings when I'm listening to some channels, because I'll get up at 4:30, 5 o'clock, and I'll come down in the basement where my office is, and I'll go and start looking and searching things if I got questions to find things out on my own while I'm listening to other people's videos, just watching and listening and searching. She says here, it's happening to be giving someone else there. My channel IDC, and I was making a video pixie. Okay. All right. So, anything going on special with you this week, Lobster? Any special videos or anything you got coming out?
Just, I've kind of cut back a little bit on the daily vlogs just to see how that turns out with the channel. I mean, I don't know why I get so worried about it, because I initially started the channel like 3 years ago, and I could care less. I mean, I could care less about monetization, and for me, it's the journey. Right. What I get the enjoyment of is the educational bit of learning and expressing to help someone else learn. I was just thinking about what you said of the how-tos. When that unemployment thing came in and the surge of people, I got to thinking, I was like, God, I need to go through that too. That's been a very good video for me. I've gotten quite a bit of views on that. And being able to share that knowledge to give to somebody and have them benefit from it, that gives me joy. So, and
that's why I'm doing it, because people ask me, why don't you do a video on it? So that's why I started the series, because if I can give some kind of knowledge to someone from something I've learned how to do, then I've made my accomplishment of what I wanted for that video.
Yeah. So that's that kind of stuff kind of made me think recently, and that's why I did a video a couple days, maybe a week ago, about possibly stopping or slowing down the amount of videos that I've put out, because I've got quite a bit out there, and a lot of it is nonsense. It's mainly just entertainment. Because I'll be honest with you. I love everybody in the community. I really do. I think it's a hell of a group. Yeah, it's just therapy for me. Yeah. The doctor called me the other day, and she's like, "Oh, it's our monthly visit." I'm like, "Yeah, I got YouTube. I ain't worried about it."
The one thing I remember about meeting you through YouTube was when I first started waking up at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. I make my coffee, and I come down into the eBay room, and I turn on the computer, and the first one that says live is you. So I just turn it on and just started chatting and listening to what you have to say. It's like, okay, I'm awake now.
It's a good way to get out the cobwebs, I enjoy it. I miss my lives. I'm going to do it again, but I got to get that garage the way I want it before I start getting all back into YouTube again. So I got to focus.
You moving into your new house and you have a baby on the way. It's a lot.
Yeah, a lot of stuff going on.
Keeps you busy.
Yeah, sure does. But other than that, this life in general, nothing new going on.
Right.
Yeah.
What about you, Larry? You got anything going on this week?
See, well, tomorrow I'll be doing another live at 9. Hopefully James will be on there again. Let's see,
Welcome,
Tuesday,
Cody.
Bingo will be on my channel Tuesday night at 5. Other than that, be doing how-to videos, I guess, with vacuum cleaners sometime here in the near future. So.
Right.
Hey, you got to send me some of those vacuums. I'll take them apart. I'll make some money.
No, they're all mine. Thank you.
I'll be doing lives at like 3 o'clock in the morning, like a tweaker taking apart. Oh, this is great, man. This is fun. This is real good times.
Troy, I wanted to ask you, is there anything in particular you actually source when you go out, no matter where you go to source?
I source almost anything, really. I mean, whatever I think will make me money. You know, I mean, now I've started. I don't like to get the big stuff. You know, I've only got so much room to store stuff, so I tend to sort of gravitate towards easy to ship stuff that's got a high return on investment. I sell a lot of hats. I had a video this morning about, you know what, a lot of people walk past DVDs and Blu-rays. I sell a lot of those. I mean, I listed a couple that, you know, I got some on Facebook Marketplace 3-4 days ago, and I sold 2 overnight last night. I mean, people still do that, and one sold for $10 and one sold for 11. You slide them in a poly mailer and they're gone, and you made $5. I like that simple, easy stuff. So if it's smaller, easy to store, easy to ship, I think I just naturally gravitate towards that. But I'll ship big stuff if I can get it for cheap and flip. You know, it's worth flipping.
I want to welcome Patricia. I'm not going to butcher your last name, so I'm not even going to attempt to say it. But welcome to the chat. I have a question, Patricia. We were in a chat a couple of weeks ago, and we were talking about how-to videos. Was it you that we were talking to about that? When I want to say it was in Victoria's chat, or it might have been on a bingo night. I have you with a wrench already, so you must have been in one of the chats before, and I think it was my bingo.
Now you forgot Cody. Cody just showed up.
Welcome. Yeah, I said hello, Cody, earlier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't hear.
And Nikki, welcome, Nikki. She's in the chat.
Nikki. Hi, Nikki.
It wasn't that Patricia. Okay. There was a lady named, I want to say Patricia or someone like that, and I haven't seen her in any of the chats since. Well, welcome. So are you doing your chats lives on Saturday and Sunday, Larry?
In the morning, yeah. Well, I just started doing the morning one at 9 o'clock. We were doing it 1, so I decided to change it to 9.
Okay, because I knew you were doing one. I
figured the time frame between that 1 o'clock of me and James usually go like an hour and a half, and I got a small break before the 4 o'clock show. I just got tired of sitting that long, so I'm like, I'm gonna move it to 9. That way, I got time to move around and do other things before our show comes on.
That's why I missed it this morning, because I was doing videos this morning on what my sourcing was this week, what I've been trying to catch up on. And I was looking for your chat, your live at 1 o'clock, and I didn't see it. So
I took it. I posted it in. I set it up at what time did I set that up? About 8:15. I set it up.
Yeah, what I try to do on all my videos, I'll always try to, if it's like bingo or any of my lives, I try to do all the thumbnails by Wednesday and have it up and ready as long as I got all the information, all the confirmations for each guest for each week. I try to have it done by Wednesday, so no later than Thursday morning it's posted and up. And then I do the bingo the same way. Like I'll do it that Friday or Saturday, so it's up before the Tuesday. I'll try to keep it up in advance on those for the videos. And then, of course, thank you, Jennifer, for putting my cooking channel up. I need to put a new video up this weekend. It's going to be red beans and rice and fried catfish.
Yes, Cody, I do move.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I did the roast beef po' boy one last week.
I've been thinking about doing. I made a video a while back when I found an electric dryer, and I gutted it out, and I think I made like $48 on eBay with the parts. But I took the dryer and I converted it into a smoker. And I've been thinking, and it's between you and me in the world right now. My wife hates it, but I brought it. I was able to sneak it.
Well, why are you whispering between me, you, and the world?
Okay, so Patricia's last name is Eatus. Thank you for doing it that way so I can pronounce it correctly.
I've been thinking about doing videos on how to smoke meat with the dryer and smoker.
You're very creative then with things like that. I never would have thought of
Hey,
that.
it's being brought up, you know, as being a poor kid on welfare. I mean, we had to make do. You know,
Yeah.
coming straight from the trailer park. I mean, you found something. You know,
Right.
you made do with it. So,
Right. Exactly. Well, we
So
did the same
putting
thing
it
when we were
on
growing
tumble
up.
dry, is that the way to go when you're
What's that?
smoking meat? When you're smoking meat in your dryer, tumble dry, is that the setting that you want? Or is it- I'm just wondering.
I love it.
Uh-oh.
No, I've got some ribeyes that I'm doing tomorrow, and I
That
want to
sounds
be sure they
good.
get right.
That sounds good.
We have another guest in the chat.
Show.
Larry,
Not
someone's in the
so
chat
now.
for you. Huh?
Yeah, I thought I was hoping
We have a
we'd end it
special
before
guest in the
Nacho
chat
showed
for
up.
Larry. Not your flipping business is in the house.
I can't make it on a live show without Nacho showing up. That
Way to
is too
go.
funny. Hi, Nacho.
Where is he putting his meat?
Oh my God.
You know what I really would like?
This
And
is
Larry,
fun.
we have to agree on this. Not your mom, not your flipping business, and Mary has to be a guest on one weekend.
No. It's bad
That would
enough,
make
Mary.
for an epic show.
It's bad enough. Mary was on the morning show there for 2 days, and I got my butt kicked.
I know the story about what's going on with Larry with all these secret lovers and wives.
Oh my God. Okay, yeah. If you want to, go ahead and see if you can get a hold of both of them. I don't care.
Oh, now Nacho's asking who's Mary. Well, not your
Oh,
flipping
my God.
business. I would love for you to send me a message either on my email, Instagram, or Facebook, and we would love to have you and Mary on as a guest on one of the weekends on Saturday. So we'd like to set that up.
The thing is, I have a slight idea who Nacho is.
I have an idea too. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and start rounding this up. We're a little over an hour, and I don't want to keep our guests too long. And let's see, I am his legal wife. Okay. Wow, Larry, you keep him busy. Well, I want to thank everybody for coming out to the chat with us today. I want to thank our guests, Troy with the Mountain Man Treasures, and Robert with Thrifting Lobsters, his new screen name. Even though his name means the same as his original one, Robert and I looked that one up when he first came out on his channel with his name.
Lobster, you weren't showing anything doing that. You weren't showing anything.
I'll make it
What's
larger
that?
for you. Yeah, go ahead, Lobster.
You're gonna have to Photoshop the guns right there.
There you go.
Hey, Troy, your turn.
I want to see Larry's stash flex for me.
I know, right?
Have y'all seen the new commercial where the guy's doing the Dorito commercial and he's got his mustache doing the wave?
No, I
That
haven't
is
seen
awesome.
that one.
Yeah, it's with Whole Town Road. They're both in the same commercial in a Western movie, but they doing a commercial for Doritos. And the guy doing the mustache one does the big old the lay around his head and he goes back. And then the other guy that does the Old Town Road.
It does. Sam Elliott.
Yeah, well, they're in the video together for the commercial. And then when they go, it's like a dance off. And then the old man, instead of him doing a dance, he makes his mustache go in a wave. Did the wave of the Doritos. It's pretty cool.
No.
Yeah, it's something I need to see. If y'all can
I have to check it out.
Yeah, check it out. It's been on the TV a lot lately. And so I want to thank everybody for coming out. And again, every Saturday we are here at 4 p.m. Eastern. I want to thank everybody for coming out and spending your time with us. Also, this Tuesday, the bingo night, we rotate with Victoria and Larry and myself. So if you haven't gotten your bingo card and you want to come out and have a good time on a free bingo game, and you do win prizes per each game of whoever wins. And so to this week is going to be on Larry's channel, Tuesday night at 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern. And then the next week will be on Victoria. So that's how we rotate the bingo. And then I will do Tuesday and Thursdays. I'm doing my what sold on how-to videos for those new to eBay, and or if you just want to watch it. Those usually come out between 9:15 and 9:45 Tuesdays and Thursdays. And if you want to be a guest and would like to have you on there as a guest, please do me a favor in the description bars below in this video. Go ahead and send me an email, text message, Facebook message, or Instagram, and I'll be glad and honored to put you on the calendar. I am booked right now till July 4th. So I'll be putting you more guests on as of 4th of July and thereafter. And please, before you leave the chat, do me a favor and don't forget to hit the thumbs up and check to make sure you're still subscribed, and make sure you hit the bell for all notifications. And again, also make sure you go and subscribe to Mountain Man Treasures, Troy, and also Thrifting Lobster, Robert. Robert. And
So many names.
And I'm trying to remember them all too. I'm getting a little bit better. And then, of course, don't forget to subscribe to Larry's channel. And we'll see y'all next Saturday or in any other chats during the week.
Who do we got next week?
Week's guest, we will have, let me get to my calendar. Let's see. Next week is the 27th. We have Queen Cleopatra.
Okay.
And the 9-pound hammer Delton.
Awesome.
Next week. And then the following week, wait, Lord Jesus, I'm on the wrong weekend. Okay, July 30th, we will have Philly Flipper Paul and the Junking Data Girl Cha-Cha.
Okay.
That's going to be our next week's guest. I was on the month of July already, in June. I don't know why that far out. But anyway,
Okay.
that's where our guests are for next week. Oh, let's see. Automatically held review. What's this? Automatically held for review hidden by Adventures and okay, Victoria. All right, everybody. Well, thank y'all so much for coming out and checking out our channel with us. Don't forget to check out all the other contents that we have in our guests they put out regularly. Lobster has kind of came back a little bit, but they still have other contents on their channel. As it's busy going on. So don't forget to
No medication required in my videos.
I'm sorry, what?
I said no medication required in my video.
I hear that. And thank y'all so much for coming on, and we'll see y'all next week or in
Thanks, Johnny.
week.
Yeah, if we don't see people in tomorrow mornings, we'll see you on Victoria's show Monday morning.
Troy, it was nice hanging out with you, Troy. Larry, I'll see you later. And your mustache. Johnny, once again, awesome, my man.
Thank y'all so much.
All right, guys.